Took a step there. Just me. First, just want to have kids and me sleep. What now? What now, baby? What now? What? You what? But I can't figure nigga on the bank. That's important in the streets, hit the gavel. I know niggas in New York that got shooters in New York and they rappers. Honey. What now? What now? What now? No, no, baby, what now? What now? No, no, baby, what now? Bitch, like, yeah. Rap, I'm doing his part. Ain't gotta worry, don't care about your boyfriend. Ain't get nervous, I do perfect. And determined as heck to say I earned it. Yeah. None of you guys can flash me. Well, matter of fact, post my drip up daily just so they can see it. Turn me up so most of my haters can hear it. I put that dope in the back of the car and I tell her to go. On the bad, you back on the road. She hate when I get in that mode. They fucking with bitches, they behind them clothes. So, the money and not what I know. What's the trophy? She wants emoji. I just missing send an emoji. Emoji. Oh my god, bro. Why is this VOD up before this VOD? Oh, fuck. I went glacier just because I was patient. But then but then both take it. They all got paper. Niggas, we all the magic, yeah, yeah. I got ice and chains on, but it's not slavery, yeah, yeah. Oh, good, yeah, Lord. That fuck up, that's on my arm. That bitch on farm. That back machine. That shit up in. That Philippines. That Philippines. Mm. Number two. My niggas be all the major, yeah, yeah. We all got ice and chains on, but it's not slavery. Cross risk back, I got a bar. Back on my arm. Cash, back up, shit. I had to go. I had to go. Them bitches done right. I don't believe in myself and somehow I made it off the block. Now me too. Let's not terror now. Like different. I wanna lift them. Try and lift them. Give him by like lifting. Yeah, big my $2 my let me change the scenario. Back from full stop tearing up. Huh? Nobody's different. I'm in a phone, I'm drifting. Yo, try and lift them. Give him by like Clifton. I don't know what these pussy niggas talking hot. I bet that 50 niggas on the scene. I bet that 50 rounds, I put a clip. I put that 50 clip to your beep. Over there, the bank for nothing. Back cool, ready for nothing. He's safe for nothing. Bad boy, but the case 100. Nigga, I'm the big whoop. We going out to I spend like 4 racks in the Marys. And they're really gonna tell me. I know everything I was doing. Pull up his Nachi Goofy. I make an action movie. Pull up with the TD and I8. If we all getting money, then why hate? Smooth headsy, that Vinci, that boys too Betty. Let's go fuck with the crime rate. And I'm big fussy boot. Up and shut the brain. This is like, this might work. This might work right here. Tell, try, lift, even boy, I like lifting. My Steam has no connection. Always pistol packing with them automatics. We gon' send with the habit. Below us, crack a nigga with you, tracker. Ain't nobody supposed to be, you know, controlling me. No, I can't fuck with them people. If I want you dead, then you dead. No, I got guns in the bed. No, I got one in the head. Free cancer with the cake. Already got locked for a temp. Ready, set, go. Just pick one on two, my BOA. Hit the boy up in the GLA. Fighting your butt like an eagle. And I'm so stuck in my ways. You gonna just say, but I like pop food. I bet you wanna pop food. That's a big on the system. And I'm still swerving at Tahoes. Everybody know I'm rock so fat. See, I got. He's rock soft. My fault. My fault. Like, what you you're gonna trust fast. You're gonna both sides. Look what's cracking, nigga. What you jacking? Pull up, then I swerve. I just put up with swerve. Gotta do is say the word. Urban light a bird. Chicken curve. And then see the way she twerk. Body, I just saw that bitch and feel hurt. Ain't heard shit. It didn't work. And if it go to church, never get reimbursed. Driving. I still have no connection. You want smoke? You want tea? You want tea? We keeping it street. We never beat. Still gonna get beat. It never get cheap. And never been take your click up, dog. Turn your click up, dog. Turn it bitch up, boss it. All this shit's impossible. Turn your click up, dog. Bro, this is. Gotta start streaming fucking ATS, bro. Like one of them niggas, bro. Fill up, under my better we bust. I'm feeling like plenty of rest. You know we get flush. Yeah, what do we do? Can we just sit on it? Gee. Oh my god. Uh, it never been cheap. Turn your click up, dog. Turn your click up, dog. Turn these shits in boss. Bought Lenny Small for my brother. Worry about the paddock and going as Jordan as Dez. Yeah, I'm thinking about serving a Bennett. Yeah, I'm thinking about serving like a center. Yeah, yeah. Shit, I'm making her. Yeah. What the fuck, bro? Dude, this podcast is so fire. You want tea? Damn, damn. Friends on that spit, enemies who call. Have Simmons on my feet, that's why I fight the call. Middle fingers to my enemies. I say I'm like, on my niggas and my enemy, my niggas to the pause. Falling, I'm just on it, I'm just on it. Yeah, all this money, overcall and falling. I keep falling, I keep falling. Y'all some little niggas that'll rock you for some Jordan. I fixed it. See, I'm just like smartest nigga out here, bruh. And even on me, I'm lost in the moment. Drinking out of the seat, I'm zoning. Yeah, okay. Call us heathens. All like Kobe, I never get caught. All of this also I do it my own. Money, bro. I'm gonna die this pussy though. 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 Don't ask how I get. Oh my god, I have to restart the game. I say I'm like, oh. Noob 3 dropped a video. Below river seeds, yeah. They send on my feet. Find me snakes with me. I got millions on my reach. Got the money. I had a nice speech. Bank account. Every time I log in, I'm replete. Nigga back a song. I bet you call my phone. Tell you right from wrong. I used to think a nigga put that knife in your palm. Yeah. It's whatever though, I'm higher than I ever been. So how the fuck I land on my feet? I just felt the nigga she out of reach. Toolbox break. Like how the fuck I land on my feet? What the fuck are these niggas doing? And I thought I was tweaking. Oh yeah, you getting done up, bro. You getting done up, bro. Fuck. I'm getting done up, bro. Should I use this pallet? No! No! I ain't scared, twin with me. I scored 40 in the summer league. I could show you how to get it, guys. Let me want. Oh, yo, you coming through? We fucking coming. Is she slugging? This is why niggas be bringing self-care. Yes! Okay. Don't come down that staircase, twin. He just put a nigga down. He just put a nigga down. He just put a nigga down. And this nigga's AFK. Dumb nigga. At least he's killing me first, bro. Dress it up, dress it down. Take off flight, come up off the ground. I'm on this earth, baby, it ain't around. What? I'm off this earth. Oh, ain't it? What? You don't get no fucks either in the club. He was DTF, down the fuck, 40 on me. Not the rally, I'll see it and wipe me out. Gang, gang, baby, it's just too friendly. Tell me it's really chimpanzee. Bitch, I've been ready. It's a scary movie, bitch, I've been Freddy. Hey, is it up? Oh, that's not a good look. Did it just say I'm level 75? Lil O. Hey, I read some shit on shit. I've been going ham. Shit on this. Nigga, damn. Bougie bitch said I'm her man. Shit, I'm man. Son, this in me long. I never, bitch. I shake your hand. And there's the way you want that man. And again. Can't believe it's working. And it's working. And it don't work. It don't work. And these bitches don't work. And these niggas that like bitches keep on chirping. And the bitches are the bitches. They working. I don't know what it's working. I don't know what's working. I'm spinning on the highway and I'm floating. Let my boy say I'm flowing. I'm going there. I don't shit my way. Shit, shut up, man. Shut your shit on my face. Would you bitch said I'm her man? Wanna see me alone? I don't shake your hand. I don't know, America, dirty dance. I believe it's working, but it's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, blight or whatever. He be shooting up, bruh. Oh, let's see. He scared me. I'm about to bring Claudette. This dude's a dickhead, bro. Fuck is this, Arc Raiders, bro? I gotta stop moving. I'm about to play that, bro. Steve Harrington got me. Why do I feel like he's just slow? Is he jogging? Am I just taking the more optimal path?
I need to put decisive strike on. Oh, why do you do that? Oh, ooh, ooh, hit me. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. The figure state plan, that was the escape plan. My bitch got on a black bandana. Wait, is that this song? My wrist having a goddamn seizure. Everybody must think I'm a tweaker. We're dead. We're dead. Take that hit, buddy. Take that hit. Take that hit, buddy. Actually, take all that, gang. I'm done. Take some, bruh. Jeez Louise, bro. Straight lollygagging. I got blood on my Timbs. Ooh, take it, take it. No! I don't know why he following me, bro. I know, damn. I almost said a bad word. Dum dum. Legend of 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 Dum Dum. They didn't get him? Where was this nigga using that? He just... Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dog. Hey, now you gotta show me. They didn't put it back empty. I gotta see the dog, so they sent me, dog. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dog. It ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dog. That's a little 10-piece. Oh, it's just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a bitch on a card. I ain't gonna play a ball, but I'll show you how to. If you really wanna fall till you fall, you that's fall, you know. Still going bad on the minivan. Saw you last night, but did it broad day. I don't know. Oh, wait. Got it sticky and I keep it on my dog. Hey. Still going bad on you anyway. Oh, wow. I could feel like 80 racks in my Marys. I could just see back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, don't bring near me. Asses on your head like Jason Terry.
Rich and Millie cost a Lambo. Wanna be the better bitches on commando. Every time I'm in my hood, I'm like Rambo. In no neighborhood in Philly that I can't go. She said, oh, you rich, rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me bench fish. I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas. I've been on my way out here, yeah, no, that's like, and you know I can't. DTOBO is back, I'm going back. Put a Richard on a phone. Saw you last night, but did it broad day. Murder on my mind might kill my bro, feeling like Melly. Why am I walking so slow? Am I supposed to be moving like these? You moving pretty fast. Go away until my dying day. Yo, I feel like he's moving pretty swift. Am I moving right? Let's see. I'm gonna get this dude just to compare. Oh yeah, I'm moving right. And I might just feel him so. Put down the gun, use a machete. Yo! What tech is this? This that siege tech. There's still niggas playing that got this shit for free off PlayStation Plus, bro. Cause I know he ain't good off Epic Games doing that. What is he? Oh, that was fucked. He's like right outside the proxy meter. I suck as killing. I've never done some shit like this in my 20 years.
Look at my Rolly. That's a small face. This a big face. Getting bored with this money counted all day. And they thought it was all well, you learn the hard way. Took to a close case. I don't know, I'll wait to play a game. It wasn't better, 100 better. I took money and flooded my buddy. You down with a rock computer to set her. BBS nominate funds like Catter. I'm with the money to get on my level. Right here, don't let my sweater protectfully, even though I had her. Matter of time, but a girl. Every time I see you, really, are you back? I'm definitely, but yeah, look at my rollie. That's a small face. It's a big face. You can't see my room in the hallway. Getting bored with this money counted all day. Outside town, getting me a ball fade. No, can't deserve. She gon' leave us all. Plus the bankroll in the club where it's like, whoa. Maybe you're my fault. I could never tell. Always in your heart. Always in your heart. Hey, you're the heart. She shot in the fall like, whoa. You and I, baby, is all I need. Okay, you got the bitches in bed like three. Okay, we got something that we see. I don't know what's going on, I might tell my somebody. I don't know what I'm going to see. I'm gonna try not to dance on the street in a small place. It's the APB. Early. There's a small face. It's a big face. You can see my room in the hall. Getting bored with this money counted all day. Early. Early. Real shit about this. My shit hockey gully. Keep going at it. And it's too bad. Like a ball nigga still wearing do-rag. Really go, boy, please be mine. I have words with me cause I've got a mind. So every day was in my behind sign. Wanna know how I feel, step into my mind feel. Wanna know how pain feels, I got off my man feel. Then my wife be stay close, you know I'm on my pesos. I be in the real trap, sometimes I feel trapped. Jordan with no field trap. 1 year Illuminati, next year it's the second fit. They don't want me to change, nah, it's the wonderful. I need someone else to make this turn. Because I don't understand it. The fuck a ratio. That is fire real. But never took the options that don't think it. Adios, only alcohol. Places I get out of rough. I tell you, delivering the substance. Look at this one cup. That's just like I ain't got no phone. I'm just trying to drudge. Oh, da. Nigga, did I put on quick and quiet? She wanna kick it, she no judo. I cannot save her, I'm not a hero. Did you marry my girl? He just hit his own trap. Why did I put on quick and quiet, bro? Oh, nah. The fuck? This nigga knew. He knew to this. Working back here, you were good. He knew to this. That was loud. I'm done, bro. Please. Thank you. Oh my frick, buddy. Safest gen I've ever seen. I can't. He definitely put like hella traps. He didn't put any traps. New beginnings. I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice. And that was the choice I decided to make. And feed it inside you. It hugs you. He's gonna walk over it. No, he's not. What is he gonna do? Is he actually about to try this? Is this dude like okay? Mentally? I know the FOV ain't that low. Now I disappear. What? What? Can they heal? The fuck was that? Which one is Nutwhack? Is it this one? Yup. Ooh. Why? No. I'm such a good teammate, bro. Wait, Wug was up there the whole time? Please don't look at the wall. No! What is this nigga doing? Oh my god! Pick me up. Oh, he dead. He dead. He dead. He dead. He dead. Why am I not being quiet? What? We got 2 gens done, bro. Name like James. I'm saying I believe in God to get him my day like a mace. You guys, my it's just right. It's your cafe. What was it cafe? My mother rave. I felt like a stray. Busy the updates. Up to keeping stage. There's so much you there. I don't like no dairy. What I used to take. What I used to take. Hey, how many times I did a raid? You know I was a star every time I did a raid. Right. You made me shine. I'm in that car. Who that is? Damn, R.I.P. Got a high five. He was not the guy. He should have. All them bullies got him fried. And then maybe got on that rose. Where? Did they like slow survivors? I'm done. Bro, who runs this killer gang? No. Move, Laura! What the fuck? I'm gonna save you, Laura. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jump. My frames. I see why the game is limited to 120 now. No. Please don't. What the fuck, bitch? Looking like a rock on the bit, you can't rock me. That little hoe want hibachi. Please hit her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What perk did I just use? Who healed me? Why? Why? Yo, I don't even got no damn charge on that bit right now, twin.
Money come, he won't stop. You know, Miss Lose, he got the ball. You know, in time I'm going to talk. I know, in time I'm going to talk. You know, in time.
Flashlight.
We got it at some places, don't stop. I need no brace, don't play, no stop. I tell the girl, I only went on the topic. I want to be in it, I love it.
I can't heal, bro. Mandum. Mundi. 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 Mundi's geeking, bro. Mundi's tweaking. Mundi.
If you love me, then come eat my nuts.
Push that to the ground. She was on me. My game is like frozen. If you love me, then come. My game froze. Well, I'm matchmaking banned. As we stop on. She sent the ass on the iPhone. I don't give a fuck what you say, shot. Okay. Tell me something. She had the full on. I felt like a porn star. 24 hours. Who the fuck do they think I am? 24? Oh, I don't even know what account's playing. Do I play my PlayStation account? Kulaya. 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 Cool on ya. Yeah, I'm cool on ya. Cool on ya. Cool on ya. She had the phone on it. She about to drill on it. She gonna feel like a pawn stop. I don't know why I'm going up. Why did they just ban me for 24 hours, bro? She act a fool on it. She's about to drool on it. She's gonna fuck like a porn star. I go straight into my rave. You know, I got even more. I was just in my neck. He's not gonna do it. Why did he just do that? My fault. My fault. That scared me. That scared me.
Just accept your fate.
Please. No, not this room. Fuck, I'm dying. Why are these niggas opening chests, bro? I'm the only one that should be opening chests right now. Important. Am I dead?
I expected.
Why? Yo, I need to stop putting perks on that help my teammates. These niggas is dickheads.
Too bad it won't make it much further.
How many times did I go through that? It was probably 3. Bro!
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Of course I'm postponing the inevitable. Is there a pallet? A pallet? 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 Pallet, mate? Pallet, mate? Can I get a pallet, mate? Mate.
Playtime is over.
Bro, this nigga. Oh my. I'm already too hooked, man. I'm assuming he's right-handed, you know, so he's gonna go on the right side type shit. I'm dead. Fuck it. Trade. Trade. Can't keep it on my waist cause she got no homo. Ow! Doo doo. This is all infinite, mate. Infinite, mate. Oh, wrong way. Hop in that bitch and I start the V. Can they just kill me, bro? Yeah. Forgot to bring something. We got a New York gamer in that bit though. I'm saying, where are my Timbs, nigga? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, you can't do a UK accent without going up like a couple pitches. Some annoying UK niggas, some 5M niggas. Oh my god. I confused them enough, I guess. Oh, you suck. I swear to God. Mandy. How? I don't even want to play no more, bro. That's so dickhead, bro. Just fucking move. You probably could have made that at one point. You better not open it all the way. That sound is cool as shit. You touched the box. You opened the box and I answered. Bro, open it. My chrome unfindable. I just give me a hit and I throw it away. No, don't hit me, him is. First blast is like Obama. The same old kid, I gotta grow up now. I'm a grown up now. I've been having some long ass nights. Since I said next drop, move up my legs, didn't roll. Look back, see how. And concrete, the game. The first blacks hit like Obama. Ain't playing, we put the drugs under. I can lie, nigga, I kill my mama. Visiting.
Today we have one bachelorette dating 7. Guys before they get high.
I make music and I'm an actor.
And
Was that the Molly? You know, any other game. Oh,
Are you ready?
Therapy?
For couples counseling.
Oh, sorry, couples counseling. We need help.
Yeah, I guess there was a clip.
And I've been feeling very certain ways.
Oh, you've been feeling certain ways.
Oh, I would love to talk to Dr. K about how I've been feeling.
Oh, you've been feeling certain
Like
ways.
about the AC.
Yeah, put it on. Put it on. I just turned it off. But put it on.
Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I want to
like,
get. I was thinking I wanted to get blasted and dry my eyes out.
like, he doesn't say what he feels, he just says, put it on, put it on. Blah, 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 blah. Like, just say how you feel.
why
Holy
can't you
fuck.
tell anything about me ever?
Because you have to communicate what you feel like for me to even engage with you. You can go, blah, 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 blah.
I don't sound like that.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I sound like an idiot. That's like what you would. Yeah. Oh, I sound like a fool. Sure. Yeah, I guess I do.
I guess I sound like a fucking dumb idiot. I
That's
guess I'm
what
a
you
dumb
say.
idiot lol cow.
That's it. Oh, I guess I'm a lol cow. Oh yeah, because Luddy's is not good at all. I'm fucking trash. Engage.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Oh man, the spirits are so freaking high here, Dr. K. We are so tired. We're in the middle of our marathon, but we're doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing well, man. Spirits are actually high over here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hi.
You guys look so unhealthy. What are y'all doing to yourselves?
Well, we're playing every single Dark Souls with the
Okay.
goal of beating them all within 1 week.
And are y'all sleeping?
We sleep,
Are y'all
yeah.
eating?
Actually, honestly, maybe a bit too much.
Yo, we eat.
I gained a bit of weight, I think, already this marathon.
So help me understand what a day looks like for the two of you.
Well, we wake up at the last possible second, and then I say, Ludwig, can we please go on a walk? Or can we please get food? And he says no. sorry, we have to go live because we have to beat Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down, usually a little after Ludwig, because I'm drinking water, taking a shower, and then we get started to play Dark Souls, and that's the entire day, Dr. K. We just sit here and play the game. I'm not kidding.
Okay, so you guys are playing through Dark Souls, and have y'all played Dark Souls before?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I played Dark Souls 1 and 3, never 2.
I played 1 and never 2 and 3.
Okay, so y'all are familiar with the game.
I would say yeah.
I would say I'm more familiar than Ludwig. But...
I would say, I mean, we're both familiar too. He didn't ask who's more familiar.
Right. But to say I'm familiar with Dark Souls is crazy after some of the atrocities.
Familiar. Like, familiar is not
like oh, you've seen a trailer? What do you mean?
that would make you somewhat familiar. I think I'm familiar,
Are y'all memeing right now?
Huh?
Are you guys trying to be entertaining in this moment? Like, it's a genuine question. So I want to just share with y'all what my experience of this is.
Okay.
We enter the stream. I'm asking y'all a couple of questions. Things are like relatively chill. Y'all are sort of answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You change your mic, and then I ask you, are you familiar? And there's this burst of emotional energy. You guys are laughing and also getting angry with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like notice how that turned on like a switch?
Well,
and so you guys see we're back to the other way now.
Well, I think it's been our life for 4 days. Days are kind of blending together for me.
What do y'all want to talk about today?
Well, I think you saw a clip.
Yes.
And it involved me throwing a controller. And then I think you said something to the degree of these guys need help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these guys need help. You know, there's a bit of
they need a third person to enter the Dark Souls and do what's that? That's that serpent place in Dark Souls 1, right? That was the clip that I saw. It was like you were running
Black
through...
Gulch.
Yeah, Black Gulch.
Black
That was
Gulch, Dark Souls 2.
Black Gulch?
Yeah, that was Black Gulch, Dark Souls 2.
Okay, I thought it was like that serpent fortress in DS1, but okay. And you're playing Scholar of the First Sin.
That's the one. Wait,
Yes.
you've played Dark Souls as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you played the DLCs?
Not so much. I tend to find that the DLCs just have a lot of like rote programming that you need to learn. So it's just you have to spend hours like learning a move set, and at that point I don't think it's like a good investment of my time.
Yeah, I would also agree that what we're doing is not a good investment of time.
Why would you say that?
It's been a bit hard, I guess.
What's been hard about it?
I feel like a fat little cow.
Okay. Is that funny?
Apparently one guy, it's pretty funny.
So once again, I'm going to ask again, are you genuinely feeling that way, or is that like a joke, or is it both?
I don't even know how to answer that because it's all blended together. You clip farm so much you become the rage bait.
What does that mean?
I
You
didn't
think
really
she's
figure that
stable,
part out.
Ronaldo, bro?
Okay. That sounds like a profound statement generated by an AI.
Yeah, it does. Sorry.
So you're on his side.
I'm curious, Squeaks, what are you experiencing right now?
I'm having the time of my life, Dr. K. I feel very happy. You know, I'm glad you're here, Dr. K, to help my boy Luddy with how he's feeling. Because, you know, it's a fun thing that we're doing.
Ludwig, I saw a finger. What was that?
Did you see it?
Yeah, I heard it. You're the one who needs help and he's having a great time?
Yes. And
Yeah.
he's been happy with how he's playing.
So what's your experience of this been like? This is great, by the way. You guys, this is actually going to help a lot of people. So thank you both for this.
Do you ever duo?
What does that mean?
Do you ever like two-team, like two man something?
Like a video game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like a marriage?
Mostly a marriage, or no, a video game. Sorry.
Yes. Like just a two-person single-player game?
Yeah.
Like I'll duo queue in Dota.
You'll do a queue. Okay, that's a
I'll
good
play-
example. You do a queue in Dota, and do you usually
You're
go
just
someone
be
higher
running
skill level or lower
Dota?
skill level, or is
Both.
it pretty even?
Almost never even.
Okay. Do you have a preference, I guess, on whether the person's higher or lower skill level?
No.
I think I've discovered this week that I have a preference.
What's your preference?
That they are as good as me, and not a single point better. Because
What about worse?
that'd be fine too.
What did you discover about yourself?
I discovered that, because Squeaks has played Dark Souls a little more than me, and, he's pretty sharp.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
He also Googles what the best weapons are, and it makes him pretty strong.
Did you see what you did there, Ludwig?
Huh?
Did you see what you did there?
How did it do?
Squeak?
I saw.
Squeak?
What did I do?
I saw.
Tell him, Squeaks.
You can't give me my flowers without, indirectly
Very good.
taking a jab at me. You're stoking the
Compliment
bear.
sandwich.
Right. So hold on a second. I mean, so
Am I
first
stoking
thing,
the bear?
yeah. Right. So why is he better than you? Because he looks shit up online. Not because he figured
Thanks
it
for
out.
saying it.
No, I don't agree.
He's not,
Hey,
he's not
man.
actually better than you. He's copying the meta.
Googling
He's not
Gary.
yeah, right?
Yes.
Does he also look up how to not screw up quest lines in Dark Souls?
He doesn't look up how to. Okay, let me back up.
See what I'm dealing with here?
No, because you're right. He's right. You're both right. He is better than me. Even if he didn't Google the strongest weapon in every game, he would still be better.
How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I was happy with it. I was happy with the arrangement. I was ready to be the passenger princess and be carried to Dark Souls royalty. But he also likes letting you know.
Ah.
I don't. But what I've found, Dr. K, is Ludwig will put me down. As he said, I have more experience with Dark Souls. You could say it's because I Google stuff. So when Ludwig puts me down because of his frustration with the game, I feel the need to counter stoke the bear and be like, Ludwig, how could you be saying these things when, like, I'm trying to help us because we have a goal here. So, like, we gotta, like, really shape up.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I want to just set the frame. This was something that this is a collab, right? We're not really doing, y'all are not a couple. We're not doing psychotherapy.
Well,
We should.
But-
Okay.
So I was really confused about this coming in because I was like, I'm not sure if this is like a meme and you guys are pretending. What I think is really fascinating about this is that I think a lot of what people need to learn as duos, let's say, is like, I think there's a lot of realness to y'all's frustration. There's a lot of like legitimacy. So I want to just point out like one thing that I'm seeing right now. So Ludwig has a concern, right? He's like, okay, sure, I understand Squeaks is more familiar with it. He's better. And you were actually okay with that. So at one point you said you don't like that, right? And then later you said, I was actually okay being the passenger princess, but then he likes to let me know. He's got to kind of shove it in your face. And then Squeaks is like, but hold on a second. The reason I shove it in your face is because of the way that you put me down when I do a good job. So that dynamic is really common of like, I want y'all to notice that there's a cycle here. Now, Squeaks is saying he started it, but I'm sure if we asked Ludwig, what would Ludwig say? He
Actually,
started it.
and that's a good thing because he did start it.
Right, so now we get to the most dangerous word in couples counseling, actually.
Divorce. Oh.
No, actually. Can y'all think about that for a second? What's the problem with that word?
I would think if you say like, oh, actually, what happened is that every time I fall off the map, he goes leaping luddy. He makes fun of me for that way before he even had a chance. And so if I'm starting to engage in that, I'm diminishing what he feels happened for what the truth is.
Oh, okay. Squeaks, you don't have to comment, but I just want to give you some space if you...
no, I think Ludwig's right.
Okay, so let's talk for a second about this. The truth versus what he thinks happened. This is something that's very important to understand. We're going to leave truth far behind. If you want to have a successful relationship, truth is like third or fourth on the list because you think something actually happened.
Yeah.
Squeaks, is Ludwig correct about what actually happened, that you started it?
No, he's not correct.
So now what do we do, right? So even if we go to evidence, one of y'all is right and one of y'all is wrong. And if one of y'all gets proven right and one of y'all gets proven wrong, what happens to your relationship?
I'll never talk
it's
to
not
him
like
again. I could never look at him again.
But it would probably distract from the point though. Like if we were to have a court and we were to bring in the evidence, which everything's on camera, and you were to find the first person to cast the first stone, I think you'd probably lose the relationship in the search for truth.
Very good.
But I'd also be vindicated. So
You know what's crazy? First of all, I'd be vindicated. That's all right. But second of all, this is the first time Ludwig has ever said that I'm better than him at Dark Souls. By the way, Dr. K. He's never said this.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good for some, that's sweet. We've collabed a lot in the past where Ludwig has been better. And Ludwig, would you say that you have rubbed that in my face every second, every time we, hang out and get dinner and stuff? Would you remember Mario Party or Super Mario 64? You'd say you haven't gotten a sub 50.
I think it's happened.
So I'm just saying, like, that we're sort of share that toxic trait, perhaps. And maybe that's why we understand each other.
What do you think, Ludwig?
There's a third party in our relationship.
Okay.
Chat. And I feel like Chat and Squeaks, because you're right, I do that.
Yeah.
Like I was running a mage build in Dark Souls 2, so they'd be like, oh, the tickle mage is here. The tickle mage is gonna do 5 damage.
Sorry, tickle mage.
That's what they called it.
So funny.
So they would call me the tickle mage.
Sorry.
Because I wouldn't do that much damage, so it'd be equivalent to me tickling the boss. And they would always say Squeaks is dealing dick, because he would do big damage, because he was using the rapier.
Yeah.
And that's a very strong weapon. But he's feeding into like he really likes, you know, those comments. So he's really feeding into it. And so then at a certain point, you know, I crack. I'm trying to bring him down to my level because I can't get up to his.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all, how truthful are y'all being right now?
When I threw my controller in Black Gulch, I was mad. And I
Okay.
think the maddest he was at me was when we were in Dragon Lake. And he moved on ahead without me, and I refused to go up to him.
And at that moment, I was like, Lud, do you want me to come back and help you clear the mobs so you can
Uh-huh.
get here? And you said, no, I'm a fat lolcow. I'm a fat chungus, is what you said.
Yeah.
You said, no, let me be Leap and Letty. And I said,
Yeah.
no, dude, I'm happy to come back.
I was a
And
fat lolcow. Don't come back for me. I'll just slug my way on up.
so I was like, oh,
Stay up there. You already ran up. Like, what do you care now? Like, what are you pretending to care now?
it's not, I didn't run up as a slight to you. I ran up because I thought I could get to a bonfire or something that you can teleport to.
You lost your kid at the mall. Let him be fucking lost. It's like he'll figure it out.
And now it's just because you're not a kid. You are
The
an
way
adult.
I tickle the
So
enemies.
hold on.
Sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead.
we just
Sorry.
heard a couple of actualies from Squeaks.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So this is what's like fascinating about this is like I get the impression that this is a meme. I know y'all are trying to be entertaining, and I think y'all have figured this out as well. I think all three of us actually are good at being entertaining and being authentic. This is way more real than I was expecting it to be. Do y'all feel that as well?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so this is going to be the hard thing. We're going to speed run this because we need to teach y'all a couple of things about managing a relationship. I was actually your couples therapist. We would do this over the course of 12 weeks so that we could get to know each other. And I wouldn't have to call y'all out and blame you as much as I'm going to. But I'm going to do that, and I'm signaling that to you. If that becomes a problem, will you let me know? If you feel like I'm kind of ganging up on one of you, like I'm pointing out that actually not because Squeaks is worse, but because we're going to learn one thing today, which is like actually kills relationships.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that works.
Lesson number 1 actually kills relationships. Lesson number 2, truth is not as important as feelings, okay? Because the goal here is to improve the relationship. I don't know if you guys get this, and this is maybe a conversation for a different day, which is like the truth that our mind perceives is more influenced by feeling than it is by truth. So that's why like arguing over the truth, I don't think advances the relationship. There are values to it, but we have to deal with feelings first. Y'all got to get on the same team before you start talking about truth. So we're going to try this again. So there was a situation in which Squeaks moved on and you were wiping on Twinkling Titan, or trying to farm Twinkling Titanites, right?
Yeah.
And then Squeaks is like, okay, I'll come back for you. And then Ludwig is like, said what exactly again?
No, it's okay. I'm a fat lolcow. I'll stay here and slug on. To you later.
Okay, and how did you respond to that, Squeaks? Not what you said. What was your reaction when he said that? Like, not like what was your internal reaction when Ludwig says, "I'm a fat lol cow"? What happens inside of you?
I was feeling frustrated because he said that.
What was frustrating about that to you?
What was frustrating was I would love to help him do what his goal was, but I felt left out.
Okay, very good. So when you try to help him, how does he respond?
I don't want to cast any judgment, but it feels like he responds in an unappreciative, like he responds poorly.
This is fucking wild because this I really think could be one of the best streams that I ever do and we ever do. Like this could actually help a ton of people. So when he tries to help you, he's like, "Bro, let me come back for you." What's your reaction, Ludwig?
Well, okay. Slap me in the face, then give me a cookie. Like, what are we doing here? You know, it's
Very good.
because I'm player 2. So Dark Souls 2 has a seamless co-op mod made by Yui, but it's not finished. So player 2's like really little brother. At points, your controller's not even plugged in. Player 1 has to operate most of the mechanics. And you're never allowed to switch because the way the mod is. You know, I can't teleport where I want to teleport. He has to sit at the bonfires first. He has to activate the cutscenes. If he kills a boss and I'm not there, I don't even get the souls for it. I feel like we're walking a Dragon Lake and it's like, boom, boom, tickle mage, you're a pussy. And then he runs off ahead to do his thing. And then I'm like, maybe I'll find more peace if I just do it at my own pace. And I don't have to try to run to keep up with Big Bro.
So I'm gonna ask Squeaks a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I want y'all to first notice your faces. What do y'all see?
Don't make that.
What?
He's making a face to make me laugh, dude.
I didn't.
but
I was looking at you. I didn't see his face.
So that's okay. I think chat will notice. So I think so this feels emotionally different to me than it did like even 5 minutes ago. You guys see how like we're working on stuff now? Like you sort of feel that or not so much?
There's more tension, maybe.
There's more tension to you.
Yeah, maybe less.
Okay, if it feels like more tension to you, that's okay. I feel like there's less. So the really interesting thing is y'all have stopped actualing. You're just talking about your experience,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
just feelings.
So that very good, right? And I'm not asking you how you feel. I asked once or twice, but I'm not asking you how you feel. Now y'all are talking about it spontaneously. So now we're going to do something really cool. So Squeaks, I want you to imagine that you're a little brother, and Big Brother leaves you behind. And then Big Brother, from a place of on high, extends a hand down. Oh, let me help you, little brother. How do you think that's going to make little brother feel?
Less than. It would make little brother feel inferior.
What are you understanding about Ludwig's situation now?
I understand that he would feel small, like a fat lol cow. That's how he put it. I understand that feeling, for sure.
This is going to be hard now, okay? So now we're going to do hard question for Squeaks. How do you imagine Ludwig feels hearing you say that?
He feels vindicated and not in a negative way, but he feels, he hears me.
Yeah, right. So I don't know, Ludwig. Do you remember your reaction when Squeaks was saying that?
It was a dark thought. I don't feel like I should say.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
But
Don't look at me with that.
Okay, that's okay.
I was thinking
So-
I was winning, which was maybe a bad thought.
No, it's very good. Excellent. Next level. So now, this is important. Okay, no, this is fucking beautiful. Oh my god.
I'm winning
If my
couples
patience-
counseling.
Very good. If my
Like this
patience
video,
had as much
okay.
insight as y'all had, like we would be done in like 2 weeks. Because here's the interesting thing that happened. I want y'all to notice this, right? Squeaks. Why would Ludwig feel like he's winning? What happened just now? We made progress, but at the cost of who?
At me.
Very good.
And I'm feeling to revert back to, well, here's why you're wrong, but I'm trying
Very
to hold
good.
that in.
Excellent. You guys see what happened? The moment that one of y'all makes progress, now one of y'all is winning and one of y'all is losing. So the only way to fix this is now on you, Ludwig. You
Okay.
can choose to win and then Squeaks will lose. Or y'all can heal, right? So Squeaks did something. What did Squeaks do?
Squeaks gave up, like in the sense that like he gave up his point that he had earlier that he was attached to.
He
and
didn't
acknowledged.
He didn't even give. All right, very good. He didn't give up. He acknowledged. You felt vindicated.
Yes.
You also felt understood. So this is a critical moment where he has made a particular move, and the way that you respond to that move is going to determine so much.
I feel like I'm on the high ground and I can pull him up to me or say, check who's on the high ground, bitch. And
Very
then
good.
be alone on the high ground.
So which one do you want to do?
Honestly, it's pretty close, but I would rather pull him up because I know what will happen if I don't.
What would happen?
Then you'll want to pull me off the high ground and we'll go back to the same cycle. So, even though it maybe feels a little good, I was a bit vindicated. You can't control that you're player one. And I think you were just
Okay.
exploring at your own pace.
Now we're going to sabotage just a touch, okay?
Okay.
So Squeaks,
Yeah.
how did it feel to hear his reasoning for pulling you up to the high ground?
Bad. Well, it's funny because now the rules have switched where in metaphorically, symbolically, he's going ahead and I'm farming metaphoric Titanite shard. And he's like, you know what, little bro, I will carry you forward so we can both be it in the same condescending way. It's how I feel.
What do you think about what Squeak said?
I think it's reasonable.
So I would even say it's a little bit different. We're speedrunning this, so my bad, and let me know if you feel like I'm ganging up on you. So you want to pull him up. Fair enough. So it's great. Y'all are fucking god tier gamers. So even in the game of couples counseling, you guys see how you're noticing meta. You're like noticing move sets. This is actually brilliant. Like it's brilliant.
Thanks.
But the reason that you're pulling him up is because if you don't, then things will go bad. It's not because you care about him. It's not because you want him on the high ground with you.
I think I'm being maybe extra honest. But I don't think I should keep it to myself. I think I should say that's how I felt in the moment. And I think I'm still holding on to some of the tension. It's like, yeah, I still do want to prove to Big Bro that I can be equal or better or on top of him.
Yeah. So Squeaks, now that you've heard him say that, now that we've done this exchange, right? So I'm trying to bring the negativity to the surface. So we could have kind of left it there. I could have asked a different question. I could have asked Ludwig, instead of asking him why he feels like he wants to bring you to the high ground, I could have just said, how are you going to bring him to the high ground? And then he would have said something, and then Squeaks would have felt good. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to fix this. We're going to bring the shit up. Basically, what I heard is he's got resentment. That's what makes it hard for him to really care about you. Ludwig, is that fair?
Yeah, I think I have a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah. So what are we going to do about that? And I mean, we as a we, like all three of us.
Well, if it's all three of us, what do you think?
I think you're going to have to let the resentment go. Squeaks, I think, can help you some with that. The most important thing that he can do is not sabotage your effort. So he went out on a limb and he was like, I did something. I understand his viewpoint. You felt vindicated. I think the flip side of that vindicate is you felt understood. But now he's taken a step forward, right? He's helped elevate you to the high ground. And it's good that you're acknowledging that you still feel some degree of resentment, and you're kind of like, and I'm going to use a judgmental word, you're a little bit selfish about it, but that's what it is. So now I sort of feel like the ball is in your court. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I want you to imagine if Squeaks has to do it again, what is he going to start to feel? Let's say you don't let go of that resentment. You don't elevate him.
When I graduated from high school in 2017, I could do calculus.
Bro.
I could find the derivative of any function you threw at me, and I could tell you where its inflection points were on a graph. It was easy to me, almost second nature, like that scene from Oppenheimer when he sees all the numbers dancing around and he poisons an apple. I walked out of high school thinking to myself, wow, I know calculus. I'm ready to become an adult now. But I wasn't ready to become an adult. In fact, none of the things you actually need to know to become an adult were ever taught to me in school. The most important of which, in my opinion, being personal finance and investing. I didn't know the difference between a bank and a brokerage, between a stock and a fund. I knew I should be investing. I knew I wanted to invest, but I didn't know what to invest in, or hell, even how to start doing it. Chances are a lot of people who are watching this are in the same exact boat I was in. And looking back today, it's kind of ridiculous that none of this stuff was ever taught. How can we prepare kids to become adults without teaching them the basics of saving and investing money? Like, why is that something we have to figure out on our own when it's one of the most important things for an adult to know how to do? But oh, thank God I can do derivative calculus. The amount of times that's come in handy has been a fucking lifesaver. So I'm taking it upon myself to give a crash course on investing today. I've heard this so many times from so many people. I want to invest. I got some money saved up. I don't know where to start. There's too many different ways to do it, too many different things you can invest in. It's overwhelming. So let's cut through the bullshit. I'm not a finance YouTuber. I have nothing to sell you today. I'm not making any money from this channel. Like the most money this channel makes is from the few hundred people who pay $1 to chat in the comment section a day early. Like, I'm just making this video because it would have helped me when I was younger. And I think that in a world where everyone's got a motive, there might be some real use for this. How's it going, boys? My name is Schlatt. Welcome back to the weekly slap. For the entirety of my life, I've been obsessed with extracting the most value from the least amount of work possible. And that's a mindset that's followed me into the world of finance. Today I'm talking about investing money. What it is, why it's worth your time in the first place, when to start, how to start, and finally, what I invest in myself. Now, this isn't financial advice. I'm not advising you to do any of this. I'm just sharing what I know and my experience over the years. And before I get started, another disclaimer. I don't know everything there is to know about finance. I never will. This is a Call of Duty commentary channel. And I don't know if you noticed, but I also suck ass at Call of Duty. Like, you shouldn't just take my word, okay? But if you're a young person, managing your money is like one of the most important things you should know how to do. And it's on you to get that information. Don't just stop at this video. That would fucking mortify me. Watch others. Get different opinions. Read about it. My personal finance journey started with fucking Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay? There are loads of resources out there. But this is YouTube. I get that. So we kind of got to cut to the chase here. So
Got
if there's
that, bro.
one
I
thing
ain't
you
even
should
read
take
that
away from
shit.
this video, it's this. I invest most of my money into broad market index funds. That's it. That's my secret. The way I invest takes very little stress, very little effort, and very little care. All it takes is time and patience. And I hope you have some of that now, because we're going to start from the very beginning. Feel free to skip around from the timestamps in the description, but all this stuff is going to be helpful to someone. So I'm going to start from zero. First of all, what is investing? Investing is trading certainty now for growth later. You accept short-term ups and downs for better long-term odds. You can keep all your money in a bank account. I mean, you make no mistake. That's what I used to do. But when it sits there, it loses value. The dollar itself loses value over time due to inflation, every year around a couple percent. Recently, a little more than a couple percent, but it is what it is. The point is, the dollar goes down. So if the dollar's going down, we need the amount of dollars we have to go up so that we can keep pace, right? In fact, we want to do more than just keep up with inflation. We want to beat it. We want to have our money make us more money. And to do that, we need to invest it. By and large, money sitting in a regular bank account is not going to do that. Even if you have a bank with a high interest rate long term, it's going to struggle to beat inflation. So we invest. We trade the certainty of the static number in a bank account, and we buy assets. We buy things with the potential to grow over time. These are things that can go up and down, and do often go down, but they also go up. And if we're smart about what we invest into, hopefully we have them go up way more than they go down. Why should I care, though? Why is investing my money now so important, right? I just clicked on it. I'm watching YouTube. I don't really care. I'm going to go jerk off after this. Listen, this is important now because of the effect compound growth has on your money. Let's put it this way. We'll go back to sixth grade for a second. If you have $1,000 and you earn 10% on it every year, how long does it take for you to double your money? 10 years, right? Because every year you make 10% on the 1,000, which is $100, and you add all that up. Wrong! You fool! You dilettante! Okay, what actually happens is that the first year you make $100, but now you have $1,100, and the next year that $1,100 makes 10%, which brings your total to $1,210, and then $1,331. Every year it's more, and the amount it increases by every year is more, which means that in 10 years you don't have $2,000, you have $2,600, and then in another 10 you've got $6,700, and then $17,000, up and up and up exponentially. That's the power of compound growth, and all you need to take advantage of it is enough time, which as a young person is something you have in abundance, okay? Every year you wait now to start investing is another year of compound growth you miss completely on the tail end of the graph when the numbers start mattering a whole lot more, okay? Someone with the opportunity to invest early who doesn't is punishing themselves on a level they can't even comprehend right now. It's the ultimate financial punishment, apart from betting on the Mets to clinch the wild card, okay? Time is the one leg up you have over everyone else. The one leg up over the boomers who took everything away from us, right? But it's only an advantage if we start now. I know what you're thinking. Schlatt, how can we guarantee 10% returns each year? We need the returns to be consistently positive for compound growth to even work. This whole thing is poppycock. And you're right. The reality is you can't guarantee it. But again, if we're smart about how we invest, we can get pretty damn close. Here's the last big question before we get into the details. When should I start? How do I know if I'm ready? And the answer is it's time for you to start investing your money as soon as you can do it without risking a debt spiral or needing to tap into your investments for emergencies. You got to cover your basics first. You need a budget. You need to be cash flow positive. You shouldn't be carrying a balance with the credit card either. And you need a buffer of cash for emergencies so that fixing something like a flat tire doesn't make you have to carry a balance with the credit card. Okay? High interest debt is a no-no. And this is all stuff that you should take care of before you start investing. Any money you invest now you should essentially forget about for years, because that's what you need to do for this strategy to work. You need to let it sit there and reap the benefits of compound growth for a while. And look, guys, some people aren't in that position. Not everyone gets to be in a situation that allows for them to invest, which it sucks. But if you are, that's even more of a reason to appreciate that's even more of a reason to take this shit seriously and to make the most out of it. And if you're not there yet, then the rest of this video is your roadmap. Okay, here we go. How do I invest? How do we start investing money into the market? You do it through a brokerage. A brokerage is a company that at its core connects people who are either buying or selling shit, like stocks. Okay, if you want to buy 10 shares of Google, a brokerage will find you someone who wants to sell 10 shares of Google, and it helps facilitate that trade. In America, we got Vanguard, we got Fidelity, we got Schwab. Like, there's a whole bunch of these.
He's talking about.
You can open an account with any of them in a couple of minutes, literally. You put money into the account, and then you start investing from there. It's easy. Even if you're not 18 yet, it's easy. You can have your parent open a custodial account for you. Point is, if you're watching this video, you should have an account with a brokerage. Now, should you open a regular account, a 401k, a Roth IRA? That's a tricky one, and it's kind of out of the scope of this video. They're all options if you're an American. If you have an employer, look into a 401k. They might be able to match the contributions you make to it, which is kind of a no-brainer. A Roth IRA is another good option. These are all worth looking into. But I do most of my investing with a regular-ass taxable account at my brokerage. Okay, we made it through the boring stuff. What's next? What do I do now that I got the money ready to invest? It's in my brokerage. I'm ready to go. Okay. Everyone is going to have a different answer for you. One of your boys is going to be really into this random-ass company you never heard of before, and that's where most of his money's going to go. Or you'll know someone who thinks that they got the inside scoop on another company, and they think the stock's going to crash soon, so they'll margin trade and try and prey on its downfall. Everyone thinks they know best. They think that with their incredible foresight and intelligence, which is on another level compared to everybody else, that they can beat the market and that they can keep beating the market. People spend their entire lives trying to do this all day, every day. And the reality is they can't. Listen to this. Most professional money managers, people who do this for a living, managing funds, making predictions, even these people can't beat the market over the long term. And again, we're young. We're playing the long term. That's the whole thing. And once I learned that fact, the path became pretty fucking simple for me. I don't want to beat the market. I want to ride the market up without putting in a lick of effort. But what the fuck do I mean by beating the market? What is the market anyways? And how do I ride it up? Let me explain. At your brokerage, you can buy an individual company's stock if you want to, right? Amazon, for example. You can buy that stock. You can ride it up and down through its great years and its bad ones. You can double your money overnight if they're doing really good. But they can also go bankrupt. The stock can go to zero, and you can lose all your money just as quickly. So people say no good, right? That's too risky. Your eggs shouldn't be all in one basket. Everyone knows that. So we should diversify, spread out the money and buy a couple more stocks, right? If you have all your money in 5 different companies, your risk factor goes down. Now, if Amazon crashes, that's all right because you still have 4 other companies propping your investment up. Fewer eggs in one basket, right? Let's keep this going. What if I told you that you could buy just one asset and be invested into all the biggest companies in America? What if by buying one thing, you could invest it across thousands of companies all across the world? You can, and they're called index funds. An index fund is a collection of various companies that you can invest into all at once. They could be as focused or as broad as you like. For example, you can buy an index fund that covers all the companies in a specific sector, like tech, or all the major grocery stores, if you think that brick and mortar is making a comeback. There's one that invests specifically into companies that profit off of bad habits, like alcohol, tobacco, and gambling. Hell, there's even one that only invests into the companies Nancy Pelosi invests into. I'm not joking. It's called Nancy. NANC. When it comes to index funds, there are so many different options out there. But let's talk
Yo, I
about the
gotta
most important
tap
ones. You may
in.
have heard of the S&P 500 before.
Nancy better
That's what
get me
the angry
right.
guy on the TV is always yelling about. Oh, the S&P's down 5 points today, you know? The S&P 500 is an
You slept
index of the
trash.
500
Thank
biggest
God.
companies in the United States.
You smart
When
now.
people talk about the market, a lot of the time, that's what they're talking about. There are plenty of S&P 500 index funds that you can buy. VOO is one of them. SPY is another. And all of the individual companies in the S&P 500 are weighted based on how valuable they are. So right now, Nvidia is around 8%. Apple is around 7%, Microsoft 6%, Amazon 4%, Broadcom 3%, all the way down until you got 500 different companies in there, most of which taking a fraction of a percent. That means that for every dollar you put into VOO, 8 cents of it goes into Nvidia. 7 cents goes into Apple, 6 into Microsoft. You get the idea. This is a perfect way to get exposure to what people call the market. You can zoom out further if you want. The S&P 500 is only for American companies. VT is a fund that covers the entire world market. It invests you in over 9,000 different companies around the globe. It is the definition of not having all your eggs in one basket. And it is one thing that you can just buy at your brokerage. Just type in VT to your brokerage, buy it, and now your money is riding the wave of the entire world market. And if the entire world market goes to zero, boys, we have bigger fish to fry than the number in our brokerage accounts, because we are a couple days away from eating each other. All right? For the sake of this video, though, I want to focus a little more on the S&P 500. How come? Because on average, the S&P 500 returns 10% each year. I'm going to say it one more time because that's how important this is. On average, the S&P 500 returns 10% each year. Remember that section we had on compound growth? That means that if all you do is invest in the S&P 500, on average, you'll double your money in 7.2 years. And then double it again and again. Think about all the time you've got.
Like...
How many doublings are you in for if you started today? Look, this is where we need some nuance and maybe some common sense too. All right? The S&P 500 does not return 10% every year. It does it on average over time. And technically on average isn't even the right phrase either. It's more like 10% per year annualized on a total return basis. But we don't got all fucking day, people, okay? Yes, there are going to be years when the S&P will lose you money. Many years in a row sometimes. Maybe even this upcoming year. But with enough time spent in the S&P 500, you will average around a 10% yearly return. Notice that I said with enough time in the market. That's another thing I want to talk about. Time in versus timing. Everyone thinks they know what's about to happen. Oh, in the next week it'll be down, right? Market will be down, so I'll wait to buy it then. Or people keep telling me the market's about to crash, right? This AI bubble's about to pop. So I'll just wait for that to happen before I start putting any money in. No. Compound growth needs time. I know my dumbass isn't going to buy low and sell high every single time. I'm just not. The data doesn't lie. Over time, next to nobody can. Are you the exception? Probably not, okay? You're watching the weekly slap. If I try to beat the market, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to follow the wrong advice every now and then. I'm going to spend too much time out of the market waiting for the perfect moment to jump in, and I'm going to lose gains. Look, if you're young, you're investing your money for it to grow for years and years and years and years to come. You shouldn't be trying to get rich quick. It won't happen unless you get invited to a popular new Minecraft SMP. Time is what will get you there. With broad market index funds, you get rich eventually. And when you learn to put money in on a regular basis, no matter where the market's at, it helps you forget about it. Again, I'm lazy. I don't want to care. I want it to be easy and stress-free. And when you put money in on a regular basis, you don't stress about whether or not it's the right time. Because looking back 20 years from now, it will always have been the right time. Even people who bought a house at the peak of the housing market before the crash in '08, even those people have made money on their investment today. Time is all it takes.
They sold that shit,
Listen,
bro.
guys, I
They
gotta be
went
honest,
bankrupt,
okay?
gang.
It's crazy that I'm making this video right now. It's the end of 2025. The S&P 500 is up almost 70% in the past 3 years, okay? That's insane. It's weird. It's not going to do that until the end of time. Right now, uncertainty feels like it's at an all-time high. Every second TikTok you see is predicting the end of the American empire. The comments on this video are going to be fucking crazy. People are very likely going to come back to this comment section a year, 2 years from now, or whenever the next crash comes. And they're going to say, fuck you, man. You fucked me. I'm down so much in the short term because I followed your advice. If only I had shorted the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation at the perfect time. Or, God forbid, if only I bought this crypto my favorite gym influencer was talking about. If only. Look, there's going to be corrections, crashes, entire years, hell, maybe even a decade straight right after I upload this video, where all the market does is lose money. That's the risk you take. That's the risk I take. And that's why I think that, in a way, it's kind of important that I'm making this video now. That is to say, whatever terrible event may or may not be right on the horizon, this is the strategy I trust to stand the test of time. And then 10, 20, 30 years from now, the people who stumble upon this video are going to say, damn, why the fuck does his mic sound like that? And then they're going to say, yeah, he was right. Guys, index funds are easy. In a video I uploaded to this channel over half a decade ago, FitMC said it best. Index funds are like getting a B just for showing up. He even talked about the same funds I'm talking about now. Yes, if you spend your whole life stressing and glued to the news feed, you might get an A. Your year might be better than the markets if you buy the right things and you rebalance your portfolio all the time, but it could just as easily not be better. And over time, it gets harder and harder to keep that A. Index funds are easy. They're diverse. They're stress-free. And that's why I look to them when I want my money to make money. I hope to have done this topic some justice. And if this is your first foray into financial literacy content on YouTube, please do not stop here. Just be wary of who's talking. Ask yourself what they're trying to sell you. And if you have any questions, concerns, what have you, please ask them here. Talk about them here. This comment section, it's kind of good compared to most other places on this site, I'm not going to lie. And maybe, we can all get something good out of it. As always, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
The world has been wondering what that J stands for quite a while. Does that J stand for...
No.
Why?
Anthony, I don't know what I'm going to do after YouTube.
When I graduated from high school in 2017, I could do calculus.
We are going to have...
Never mind. Is it this guy? Never mind, that was fucked.
I want to send a hotter, more successful lookalike to my 10-year high school reunion. How's that going to work?
Like my early rendition of the Django song. I described everything that's going to be in this movie. Racism, slavery, Jamie Foxx. I honestly probably should have said Samuel L. Jackson and Leonardo DiCaprio, but I didn't think about it at the time. But all you need to know, that is the guy from Titanic and Nick Fury is in this movie. Our story is starting off with our main character, Django, aka Jamie Foxx, aka Ray Charles, aka Somehow I always fall for your time. I hope you guys like me serenading in your ears. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe. And if not, suck my cock in the back. Now, my man Jamie Foxx ran off with his wife and they got found. And because of that, he is being sold for the lowest price possible to some douchebag slavers. Now, while they're traveling, they get approached by someone with a giant tooth on their buggy. Clearly, this guy's a dentist. This is Dr. King Schultz, aka Christopher Waltz. Yo, his real last name and his fictional last name rhymes? That's kind of fire. But he's looking for someone from the Carushan plantation. And it just so happens that it is Django. Hey, is somebody here from the Carushan plantation? Yeah, I'm from the Carushan plantation. Who said that? Me in the back. What's your name, man? My name's Django, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the west side of the Carushan plantation. You feel me? Go, Red. You gang banging in 1800? All right, you got it. Listen, man, them overseers. Are you talking about Lil Raj? What's the other dude named Fat Motherfucker? Billy Ellis? Yeah, them two, man. If you seen them again, would you know them? Man, hell yeah, man. They whipped my wife and all that, cuz. If I ever see them again, I'm putting straight paws on them. And I ain't talking about when a New Yorker hears some zesty shit, man. Hey, stop talking to that boy like that, man. What you mean talking to him? Like that, all sophisticated and use regular English, man. Talk to that boy. Who was you calling, boy? Yo, I swear to God, I'm about to smack this nigga, cuz. I swear to God. I ain't gonna ask you again. Hey, so you gonna put a strap on me, cuz? And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, he's about to kill this dude King Schultz already. Is what I would like to say, but my man King Schultz asked him if he meant to have any lethality towards him. And then he pulled a strap out and bro, he put one in his head and one in this other dude's horse. Bro, the horse just collapsed on him. First off, how you gonna put the bullet in the horse? That's the only part of this scene I didn't like. Cause like that poor horse ain't do nothing wrong. Now once my boy Schultz realizes that this is clearly Django and he knows about these overseers, that's all he needed to know. He straight up buys them. And by bought them, I mean he took them and he let all the rest of the slaves loose. I mean, he did leave the money there, but it doesn't really matter because the rest of the slaves shot him in his fucking head. If I was them, I would have took that money, took that remaining horse and buggy and got loose. I ain't gonna lie. All right, man, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got two choices. When I'm gone, y'all can take that whole ass dude to a doctor. All right, man, I don't suggest that, but you could do it. It's a choice. Or you could take the rifle, put it to his head, and blow his brains in the last week. I'm just saying. That's the North Star right there. If y'all want to, y'all can follow that to safety. Now, boys, hold on. Let's talk about it. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord, y'all are big as hell. Please don't. What is that? Is that a stick? Oh my. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. What's up with Quentin Tarantino on making everything so super exaggerated? Like, every shot in this movie was gruesome. Were guns shooting like that back then? Like, you know, because this got Call of Duty weapons. They shoot one dude, bro, and half of his intestines fly out his back. Anyways, they end up going to this town in Texas. And at this point, everybody's staring at him because they've never seen a black guy on a horse. Now, they end up going to this bar. And I ain't gonna hold you. They was making black people get food in the back in the 50s and 60s. So you know he wasn't allowed to walk in there in the 1800s. Now they scare the bartender and they make him go get specifically the sheriff and not the marshal. That's going to be very important. Hold on to that though, because we're not there yet. Now Schultz sits this man Django down and he explains to him that he's a bounty hunter, that he hates slavery, but he has to use the fact that Django is a slave right now to his advantage because he needs him to find his next victims. It's kind of messed up because he is manipulating him in this situation, but I guess it's for the better of Django. He makes a deal with him that if he helps him get the Brittle brothers, that he'll give him bread and let him be a free man. Now before my man Django could give him an answer, the sheriff comes waltzing in. All right now boys, your fun's over, come on out. Now why would y'all come to Billy Sharp's town? In mid-sentence, this man Schultz pulled the lickety-do out. But hold up, what type of James Bond type of contraption is this? Bro pulled a gun out of the sleeve? Oh, he's going crazy. Shot him straight in his chest, I ain't gonna lie. Bro collapsed like a big bag of trash. Oh my God, somebody get this man out of the street. All right, now you can go get the marshal. And that's exactly what he did. So here come the marshal coming down, and I ain't gonna lie, hold up, the marshal kind of got that ish on right now. Bro dressed from head to toe, ain't it? Bro can't walk in with the all black fit with the silver badge on his chest. Oh, he's going stupid. Now the reason why, and you're probably wondering, why did Schultz kill the sheriff, and how are they gonna possibly get out of the situation with 100 rifles pointed at the door? Hey, listen, man, all right, I know you probably thinking why I shot him and I left him in the street stinking. But listen, I'ma come out. unarmed, but you promise you ain't gonna kill me and my mans. Now, why wouldn't we shoot your dumb ass? You know what? I am a man of the law, so that's cool. You come out right now with your hands up, and I won't kill you and your Blackie. Now come on, cuz, you ain't gotta call him Blackie. I had a dog named Blackie once, and that's because he's nothing but a dirty dog. All right, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's besides the point. He is dirty, but he not a dog. Okay, stop playing with my man, even though he kind of look like Scooby-Doo right now, but that's besides the point. All right, I killed this dude because 3 years ago, he was stealing cattle from a plantation, and I ain't gonna lie, he is a wanted fugitive. I'm a bounty hunter. I got some paperwork right here that says if I smoke this ass, that you gotta give me $200. So you owe me $200. Now, at this point, my man Django is dumbfounded. He looking at him like, damn, he going stupid right now. Django, you got sand. I don't have any use for a rigger with sand. I want you to take him down to that Greenville auction and you sell him cheap. And that's exactly what happened to my man Django. He got tipped to that Greenville auction. Him and his wife got split up and he got sold for the lowest amount possible. But he's explaining to Schultz about his wife. Her name is Broomhilda, which is kind of crazy.
I like that he doesn't say the
she
word.
Got raised by a German, and she also speaks a little German, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna hold you. Even Schultz was surprised. Hey, hold on. Your wife is a black lady that speaks German? No, I ain't gonna lie. You got yourself a unicorn, cuz. Now, Django was in a very funny predicament. And because of this funny predicament, he decided to put a hat on that made him look like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. But really, the truth in the matter is he has to play an act. Like he's a sophisticated black guy. You know, one that's a word that rhymes with tune or boom. In the streets, they called him an Uncle Tom. Now, they end up going to this plantation to find these brothers that they were looking for. And hold up. Is this the Colonel? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. He got 11 herbs and spices in his chicken. Man, will y'all get off my damn plantation? You coming in here riding on a horse? Can't ride no horse, you black. Man, I'm a free man, guys. Yo, stop playing with me. You see the ass guy? Look like Fred from Scooby-Doo and them. Man, yo, stop playing with my man. Yo, he a free man. Man, listen, we came here because we want to buy one of your rigger gals. You know what I'm saying? One of the baddies with the fatties. You feel what I'm saying? Man, I ain't selling y'all nothing, man. Get off my plantation before I get the KFC gang to put 11 herbs and spices in your ass. Man, come on, man. I got 5,000 reasons why you shouldn't do that, man. I'm just saying. Literally 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you say that, man? Yo, come in the house and get something nice to drink. I got Kool-Aid, lemonade, and I got that lean. And it's that pink shit, not that fake shit. You feel me? Now, at this point, my man Django was looking for the brothers, so he goes to question one of the women. One of the women slaves was told to go show him around the plantation. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. This part here was hilarious. Massa, you say he a free man. How am I supposed to treat him? Like a white folks? No, hold on now. I ain't say that now. Ain't he a free man, but he can't get treated like the white folks? That's crazy. Now, we asked Shorty about the brothers, and at first she acted like she didn't know what he was talking about, but shortly it made sense that they've been lying about their names, that they're in hiding. And then he pulls out his handy dandy telescope and he sees exactly who he's looking for. We get this really sad flashback here of them whipping his wife because they ran away and got caught. Kind of triggering, to be honest, but I mean, we've watched enough of these very sad and dark movies to know that these are just the things that happen in this time period. And it's really sad when I have to say that Django Unchained is a breath of fresh air from all the sad, dark things that I've been watching. How did we get here? Anyways, my man finds out that they are whipping little Jody for stealing some eggs, and he's not having it. So he goes waltzing over there, and this is one of my favorite parts of the movie. And when I feel like the movie really got started, I mean, even though people have been getting completely destroyed by guns since the beginning, but that's besides the point. Yo, is this dude reading a Bible preparing to whip her? Hey, John Brittle, you remember me, cuz? Oh, I've been waiting for your ass, cuz. Bah! Yo, he shot him dead in his chest. Oh my God. A lot of where you die, boy. So this dude Django go to pick a whip up, bro, while this other dude is fumbling to grab his gun. And he is getting to whipping his ass. Oh my God. Now at this point, he done smoked 2 of the Brittle brothers. Now this next part was fire because Schultz pulls up and he realizes that he done smoked him. But the last brother is running off. At least he's trying to run off. But my man Schultz hit him from long range. Like he's playing Black Ops 2 in a quick scoping match. Jesus Christ, yo, he put the blood all on the cotton.
Wrong
That's imagery
pod.
right here. What some may
That was
call
a good
a
trick shot,
metaphor.
though.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, my man Schultz aim is vicious, boy. Now obviously tensions are high after this, and they almost got smoked by the KFC gang. Now Schultz explains to them that they are officers of the court and they're here to do a duty, and that if you try to kill us while we're in act of our duty, the penalty is getting hung to death. So naturally they have to let him go. But that isn't the last that we see of Colonel and his 11 herbs and spices, because they pull up on him while they're trying to rest at night. But look how they're crawling up on him right now. It's like they're hunting their prey. And we are right in the wilderness, right by Blackie and his German friend. They're very armed and dangerous. This is something that we need to be very careful with. As you can see, they're in their wild habitat by a campfire. We must act as fast as we can. Now, this is the only part in the movie that I didn't really like. I know a lot of people like this scene. They think it's funny, especially because Jonah Hill is in it. I think that's his name. But I really don't like that Quentin Tarantino sometimes does things that's a little a little bit too racist for me, you know? Just for my
Thought he was
taste.
gonna
I
say
know that some of you are
realistic.
gonna disagree with me, but I just feel like trying to humanize and make the KKK members funny in this moment kind of diminishes how just evil they are. Me personally, I wouldn't have went with this choice, but I kind of understand why people think it's funny. I mean, them arguing for 5 minutes straight about bags and how the holes in the eyes are bad is kind of funny. Now, my white word all day, and you ungrateful son of a bitch, so all I hear is criticize, criticize, criticize. From now on, don't ask me or mom for nothing. Now, at this point, they clearly outsmarted their opposition, because as they go to raid with the bags on, because the horses can see even though they can't, my man Schultz ends up shooting explosives that he put in his cabin. And as they're all running around and trying to escape because half of them just got blown to bits, my man Django is on the prowl. He's going to hit Big Daddy. Yo, Big Daddy? Hey, yo! Anyways, he's going to hit him from long range with a weapon. Now, at first, Schultz was going to hit him, but he wanted Django to do it. You know, get some practice in. That's exactly what happened here. My man Django hit him. Yo, I can't keep saying this, bro. My man Django hit him. Hey, yo! His name is Big Daddy, so him getting hit is kind of crazy. But all you need to know is that Django did hit him from long range. Put blood all on his white horse. Oh my God. Now, at this point, my man talks to Django and he makes a better deal for him. That he can help him until the winter is up, and that he'll give him 1/3 of all the money. Sounds like a good deal to me. And that after the winter is over and he's helped him out, he'll take him all the way to Greenville himself so he can get his wife back. Now, my man Django has his first lesson here, that this is not a game for pussyfooting, that you have to kill white people for money. Sounds like a job that any black person in this time period would have loved to have. You get to kill people that don't like black people at all? People that have slaves for money? Wow, what a job for Django. But in this moment, he has a lapse of judgment and he doesn't want to do it because Smitty McCall's with his son. Me personally, I would have smoked him and his son. I'm deadly like that. I'm real, raw, and untamed in these streets. All right, that was corny, my fault. But that's besides the point. Anyways, he learns his first lesson here, that these people are terrible. They murder people. So who cares that he's around his son? Plus, we're getting $7,000 for him and $1,500 for every member of his gang. That's all he needed to hear. So honestly, that's all he needed to read. He also was teaching him how to read, apparently, because my man Django really read the whole wanted poster. That's more than Luffy can do. For those of you that know about One Piece, if you know, you know. Now, anyways, he ends up killing Smitty and he gets to hold the handbill of his first bounty for good luck. This handbill is going to become very, very relevant later in the story. And by way later, I mean like in the last 20 minutes of the movie. Foreshadowing. Now, my man Django, he goes to Mississippi after they're done with their killing of white folks for bread. And they find out that his wife Broomhilda is at the Candyland plantation, owned by Calvin Candy. It's the 4th biggest plantation in all of Mississippi. Wow, must be nice having a giant slave plantation. What a guy. He's probably swell to meet. Deep sigh. Now, anyways, my man Django gets to talking about his wife, and he describes her like any woman that I've ever loved in my life. She's pretty.
How original.
And she talks good too.
Daring today, aren't we?
Sometimes your boy Sin sits back and he thinks about how he wants to settle down, start a family, become a great husband and father. I feel for Django here. When you find someone that you love and cherish, specifically a beautiful black woman, that's all you want to do is uplift them. My problem is that I'm picky. Not on physical attributes, but on emotional maturity and chemistry. But you know, what do I know? I'm just a guy that has an Instagram that's in the pinned comment and description and wants beautiful black women to follow him so I can find my wife. But that's besides the point. Now, they end up going to meet Calvin Candy, and they're in the middle of a Mandingo fight, which is very disgusting. Basically, it's putting 2 black slaves and they have them fight to the death. That's where the term Mandingo came from, you know, like a big penis, because black people genetically, we just are predisposed to having bigger manhood. It's kind of sad that, you know, a lot of terms and the phrases that we use regularly come from slavery or some sort of racism. Like the other day, I learned that no way Jose is racist. They used to say it back in the day to Hispanics when it came to them taking over land. Like, no way, Jose, you're not taking my land. That's crazy. I just be saying that sometimes and I had no idea. I know I'm going on a tangent here, but anyways, we're in the room and these 2 black people are literally fighting to the death. Now, at this point, this dude is literally way bigger than his opposition. He almost lost and got choked out, but he ends up picking the guy up, slamming him, gouging his eyes out, and then Calvin makes him finish him with a hammer. That's why they call him Big Fred. Oh, you did a swell job. Now get up, boy. Take yourself there, rest now. My man Django is just at the bar smoking on what seems to be a blunt. I know that this is actually a cigarette, probably a Newport Box 100, but I just wish it was a blunt. I haven't been able to smoke weed and I need that. Now, some of you may or may not know this, but the old white guy with the gloves that came up and asked him about his name, that is the original Django. It's like a little cameo, you know? You don't see him at any other point in this movie, but I don't know, I thought it was cool, I guess. Now, at this point, they want to do business with Candy, but you know, the whole point is to get Broomhilda back. But my man Calvin, he's rich beyond measure. He doesn't really care. I'll be honest though, Leonardo DiCaprio was a very good actor in this movie. A little bit too good. But I heard that Samuel L. Jackson and Jamie Foxx had to put it in him. You know, he didn't want to say the N-word. He was being kind of timid about it. They got on him and he came back and he never looked back. Anyways, outside of him being a complete douchebag, clearly, he doesn't want to talk to him or sell his exceptional riggers because they're exceptional and he would only do it for the right price, which seems to be $12,000, which in 2025 compared to 1850 with the rate of inflation is equivalent in today's currency at $500,000. So obviously, you know, $500,000 for one person, his ears perked up. And they travel to Candyland, but not without problems. And the biggest problem is that this guy called my man Django the N-word. Man, come on now there, rigger. Yo, who was you talking to, cuz? And at this point, my man Django grabs him off the horse and slams him down, breaking his collarbone. I don't know how that dude knew his collarbone was broken. Like, are you a doctor? Did you get an x-ray done? Like, I'm just curious. And I don't really think his collarbone was broken because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen people with their collarbones broken. They were screaming. It's like one of the worst pains ever. Anyways, after this situation happened, my man Schultz finds out that Broomhilda is indeed at Candyland, and he tells Django about it. So they continue traveling, and we find out that Big Fred had enough of his combat. He does not want to fight anymore. So we try to run away, and they caught him in a tree, which is crazy. Now this part is pretty disgusting because, you know, Mr. Candy is mad because he paid $500 for this guy and only got 3 fights out of him. And in the last fight, he barely won. So he feels like now he's got no use for him. Schultz almost paid $500 so he wouldn't kill him, but Django had to play the part. He wouldn't let him. So my man Calvin, he tells this dude Django that he's gonna handle this slave any way he sees fit, and Django obliges. So they let dogs eat him alive. I was not expecting them to feed him to dogs. Oh my God, can we please just move on from this gruesome scene? Did they even feed them dogs, bro? Why was they eating him so viciously? Big back, big back. So we move on to the plantation, and my favorite character of this entire movie pops up, Steven, aka Uncle Ruckus, aka Samuel L. Jackson, aka Nick Fury, and he wants to know, hey, who was that rigger up on that nag? Now, Steven, why you acting like that, man? What you
I
remember
remember
why are you so mad
that.
right now? What, you miss me? Oh, of course there, boss. You know I missed you like a pig miss slop. I missed you
said
like
up
a
on
fat
that
woman miss
nag.
cake. I missed you like Diddy misses his victims. But I just need to know who this black motherfucker up here on this horse is. Hey, man, shut your bitch ass up, Snowball. Over here looking like a snow globe with fuzz on top. Yeah, I really will do that to you, cuz. Now, who the hell is you talking to? I will knock you down that horse, man. And then you got him staying in the big house, boss? Is that a problem, Steven? No, boss. Ain't no problem. I can't believe you brought a rigger to the big house. Your daddy would have rolled over in his grave, man. I can swear to God. Now, he introduces his sister at this point, and it's a little strange relationship. Why are you so close to your sister? And why are you calling her attractive like that? This is something I ain't tell you about there, boss. Hildy in the hot box. She being punished right now. She tried to run away last night. Now, at this point, my man Django is very upset. First off, the fact that they made a hot box to put slaves in is insane work. They had to pour water on her when she first gets out of this box, and her skin started steaming. Now they got the whole house getting set up, and they're gonna make Hildy very pretty for Schultz because he's a German and she speaks German. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but anyways, this is my favorite part of the movie, by the way. This is the part where Hildy thinks that she's about to have sex with this weird German white guy, but in reality, her husband has came to save her. Now Django's waiting on the outside of the door, waiting for my man to knock on some wood 3 times. Knock on wood is crazy, by the way. Hey, yo. This part's beautiful, though, in all reality. Django has been traveling a long time and going through a lot of things with Schultz in order to get to this moment where he can lay his eyes on his wife once again. Must have been overwhelming, especially for her, because as soon as she sees him, he passes out. Now, my man Steven went downstairs while they're having dinner, bro, and he talking about, hey, man, move your big pretty ass out the way. Oh, you like it? Oh, you know what I like now, girl. You keep bending over that table like that, there's gonna be some trouble in here. I know I got this cane, but that ain't the only cane I got on me. Hey, yo. Now, Steven is starting to realize that while they're having dinner, that Broomhilda might know something about Django. This man Calvin Candy is out of pocket, bro. Making jokes talking about how Dr. Schultz might have got him a dose of rigor love. How it's a grab you up like a pool of black tar. What is this dude talking about? Anyways, this dude Steven goes to interrogate Broomhilda in the other room. Man, you know that nigga, don't you? No, I don't know him. Yeah, you do. Stop lying to me, cuz. I'm not lying. I've never seen him a day in my life. Okay, I hear you. Now they're sitting here negotiating and trying to come up with a price that makes sense for them. Basically, what my man Schultz is going to try to do is to make a deal where he pays the $12,000, but they throw in Hildy. Now this douchebag Steven makes them look at Hildy's whipped back. First off, why are you doing this in the middle of dinner? Nobody's trying to admire a whipped back, but he's doing this to see if he can get a reaction out of Django. And that's exactly what happens. Django grabs his pistol. He looks very disturbed, and Steven notices this. Because of that, he makes Mr. Candy meet him in the library to discuss exactly what his theory is, that Django and this girl are in love. That the $12,000 was just to get him in the door. They were going to give him like $300 for Hildy. Leave for this 5 days, like he says, and then never come back. My man Candy comes back, and this is where things get to getting very, very dark. Now, give me 1 second there, boy. I know we were talking about Broomhilda, but let me show you something. Hey, this is a skull. What the fuck is that, man? What's bringing skulls out? Now, this here is old Ben. You know what I'm saying? He took care of my daddy and my daddy's daddy and me. And one day he died. You know, growing up around a plantation, you get around a lot of black faces. But I only had one question. Why don't they kill us? Now, old Ben, he shaved my dad for 50 years, 3 times a week. Straight razors to his neck. Never sliced him. But if it was me, I would have been killed that bitch ass nigga. But why not? See, there's a science, a phrenology of dipodopody. Now, the skull of an African, right? The area associated with submissiveness is the largest of any mammal in the world. Look at this. You'll see 3 dimples. Here, and here. Okay? Now, it was holding the skull of an Isaac Newton or Galileo. These dimples would be found in a place associated with creativity. But in old Ben, it's unburdened by genius. And these 3 dimples exist in the area of the skull most associated with servility. Now, Braybear, I will admit, you are pretty clever. But if I took this hammer here and I bashed your skull in it, you're gonna have the same 3 dimples in a place around servility, fried chicken, and watermelon. Hey, hold on. Put your palms on that tabletop. If you lift your palms off of that goddamn turtle shell tabletop, I will have my man Billy put holes in your ass, cuz. Now, let's talk about this ridiculous amount that you say here, boy. You said $12,000, right? Now, you said that you pay that for the right rigger. And it seems that Broomhilda is the right rigger. Now, he basically puts him in a scenario in which he has to pay $12,000 for Broomhilda. He says that if he doesn't pay it, he's gonna bash your skull in. So, to the man with the unexceptional beard and his unexceptional rigor. Now, they go to the library and he ends up signing this document, the bill of sale for Broomhilda. Now, I ain't gonna lie, my man is in here hot, mad that this douchebag Calvin Candy got the ups on him. And they in here playing Beethoven.
I need to watch this.
And when you stop playing Beethoven,
This dude's censoring it, bruh.
Stop playing
It's
with me,
probably
guys.
crazy.
Get your hand off the heart. Now he gets mad and he walks into the library part. Now my man walks in here and he talking about, you want some white cake? First off, white cake is crazy, by the way. Like, what? How you got white cake, but it's made by black people? Like, they don't even make any sense. Now he's antagonizing him, clearly trying to make him even more mad than he already is. Bro goes over, he signs the bill of sale, gets him to sign it, and it's all done. Now I'm gonna be real with you. Broomhilda von Swaff, consider yourself a free woman. Now, Mr. Candy, normally I would say Wiedersehen, which means till I see you again, but I wish to never see you again. Like, on some real shit, son. Like, I hope that I never ever see you, and if I do, I'm gonna put this house tool to your head, cuz. Now instead, I'm gonna say goodbye. So he tries to leave, but this dude talking about he can't leave until he shakes his hand. That in Mississippi, no deal is done until a handshake happens. Now, I'm not gonna lie, boy, I think you are a bad loser, and I think you are the abysmal winner. Out here trying to make me shake your hand. Hands smell like shit. Need to put some Germ-X on or something. Now he tells his homie Mr. Pooch that if they leave without shaking hands, that he is to shoot Broomhilda. But my man Django was a real nigga, bro. Look how he stepped in front of his wife, man. I see you, boy. Now he walks up to him and he's like, yo, you really want me to shake my hand? This dude talking about I insist. And he shoots him dead in his chest. Look at Steven running. Get out there. Now my man Django go on a whole killing spree. I ain't gonna lie, editor, we gonna have to edit a lot of this because it's just a lot of blood. No. So he grabbed Mr. Pooch's gun. Shoot him. Shoot the door at the door. Then he go out and he get the blowing it at the doorway. I ain't gonna lie. Straight pistol work. Bro, he lighting them up. Bro was just grabbing guns off of people on the ground. Yo, they is tearing this dude kneecap up. This is one dude just on the ground and they just keep shooting him and shooting him. Oh my God. Well, if I was him, I would kill myself. I know he in pain right now. Now, obviously, my man Django can't combat all of these people by himself. And that's
I mean, they didn't have
exactly what ends up
doctors back
happening.
then,
They surround
so.
him. They actually have Broomhilda as hostage, but he has to turn himself in. And I'm not gonna lie, this made me sad because obviously I want to see Django murder all of these douchebags, especially Steven. They got his wife, so what else is he supposed to do except for walk out with his hands up? And that's what he does. And now they got him upside down and this dude is about to castrate him. Luckily for him, Steven had the idea to sell him to the worst slavers of all time. This is gonna lead to something very swell. Just wait on it. Yo, why did this dude walk off zesty like this? Now, I'm not gonna lie, man. White people don't got no good ideas at all now, man. They in there talking about how they gonna snip your fun parts, they gonna feed you the dogs, all types of stuff. But I told him, man, LaQuinn Dickey will do worse than that. Now, this is good for him. And you remember earlier I told you that the wanted poster that Schultz told him to hang on to comes in handy. He tells these people that are taking them to the LaQuinn Mining Company that the Smitty Bacall gang is back at Candyland. But we all know they're already dead. They don't know that. So he tells them that if they go back and they kill these people, that they can collect this money. It just so happens that the black people in this cage also know that he rode in on a horse with a white German, and they're bounty hunters. Everything corroborates itself. And just like that, these dumbass dudes give my man Django a gun and let him loose. This is also Quentin Tarantino right here. He makes cameos in like all his movies, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but he's a terrible person.
He
that
couldn't
likes
wait.
That's besides the point. He smokes their ass, blows up the TNT in the one guy's hand, then goes over to the cage, lets the other blacks free, takes the TNT that they had left over, and he's on a mission to smoke every person at the Candyland plantation, take his wife, and ride off into the sunset. And hopefully he rides to a barber because bro needs a haircut. He's chopped right now. Now he's riding up to these dudes, and I ain't gonna lie, why is these grown ass men in here and this dude is in this little bucket washing his nuts? Yo, look at this dude in the rocking chair watching him. Freaky ass dude. Now the dogs are going crazy, so he sends one of his men out, and oh my god, he walks straight in. Yo, did he just shoot this dude's dick off? Anyways, he smokes everybody in this little house, and at this point they're having a funeral for Candy. Does my man Django care about a funeral for Candy? No, he's about to smoke everybody here. Now my man Django pulls up to Schultz and he gets the bill of sale and the freedom papers for Hilda. Now they done threw Broomhilda in a little room by herself, and obviously they're gonna do very fucked up things to her. And just like that, he walks into the room. Now my man Django pull up and get the singing the Sweet By and By song, and tells them that they're gonna be in the Sweet By and By with Calvin very soon. The Django, you black son of a bitch. The day is solid. Hold on, Steven. You right where you belong now. Now you tell Miss Laura goodbye now. What? Tell Miss Laura goodbye. Goodbye, Miss Laura. Now this dude Steven in the house, and you know he about
Why
to
did
get
she
smoked.
just go
Steven,
flying?
guys? Man, will you shut your ass up, boy? I count 6 shots.
She didn't even get
I
shot
count
in that
2 guns,
direction.
nigga. You ain't gonna get away with this, Django. They gonna find you. You gonna be on the one of posters, cuz. Man, this Candyland. You can't get away with this, man. It's always gonna be a Candyland. Django, man, you uppity son of a... And boom. Bro blew the whole house up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Straight TNT work. Smoked Steven, smoked the rest of Candyland, and rode off into the sun. Well, I guess not really the sunset because it's dark outside, but that's besides the point. Rode off into the moon.
The moon
with his
set.
wife.
I'm dumb. I'm stupid.
In May 1980.
The moon set. I'm gonna shrink. The moon set. There, God. Shut up, bitch, and make me. She wanna date me. She wanna date.